Yeah, for that one, consumer application needs the support of client component. We need three client components. One is discovery client. Number two is what? Huh? Load balancer client. Lastly, what? Huh? Fin client. Yes. Total three types of clients are there, right? Okay. So now we'll understand. Now we'll understand how to deal with these things, right? Okay. Already we completed discovery client and load balancer client. Now time has come to go for what? Fin client. So we have to now deal with what? Fin client. Okay, now let us understand how to deal with what fin client. Fin client is also called as abstract client, guys. That means we don't do anything. We just declare method. Entire logic will be generated dynamically. Logic towards what? Logic towards contacting Eureka server, submitting destination MS in a service ID, getting one less load factor instance. From there, gathering endpoint details like URI, mode, and etc. And in consuming a REST point, target MS endpoint by taking the support of REST template.exchange method. Nothing we do manually. Everything will be taken care internally. Only the thing is you have to give some guidance to um, this Spring Cloud module to generate the code as in-memory proxy class code. That means you have to take interface with method declaration. By seeing that method declaration and annotations we use, everything will be generated dynamically. So since we are not doing anything, everything is what? Internally automated. So definitely it is going to be industry standard because Spring Boot is known for abstraction, right? We need more and more abstraction. You guide, don't write the code. So here we are just guiding, we are not writing the code. That's why it is going to be in industry standard. And moreover, we think that everything it is doing, but internally the way it is doing is same as load balancer client. So ultimately it is also load balancer. Only the thing is we don't write the code. We ask, mm, we ask Spring Boot Cloud to generate the code. Okay. Yeah, let me open Eclipse IDE, guys. Let me open Eclipse IDE 719, right? Close all editors. Yeah. New, what is there? Yeah, no Spring Starter project. We'll take the copy of existing projects and we'll change the client. Yeah, here is what? Paint. File, what is there? Open. Here is Spring. Yeah, where is this? 719. 719 Spring Boot Cloud Microservices. Spring Boot Cloud Microservices. Yeah, session 6, no, 7, using Fin client. And yesterday we discussed about discovery client and load balancer client. Okay. What are the three different types of client components, guys? Discovery, load balancer client, and Fin client. Limitations with the discovery client and load balancer client. They can find and get producer MS service instance and other details from Eureka server, but they cannot give what? HTTP calls to interact with what? Target or producer MS. For that, we need to use REST template separately or not there. Consuming endpoint of target MS should be done manually, right? We need to write code manually to find and get what? Target MS service instance. To find and get target MS service instance. To overcome these problems, use one. Fin client as client component or client type component. What component, guys? Client component or what? Client type component. That's good. Fin client or what? Open fin. It is called abstract client because we just provide interface with what? Method declaration and adding annotation. But entire logic will be generated in the memory dynamic proxy class. It is called abstract client because we just provide interface with what? Method declaration and adding annotation. But entire logic will be generated in the in-memory dynamic proxy class. There is nothing but proxy pattern are not there, guys. Super. It is combination client. That means it takes the given target or producer MS service instance from Eureka server and also take care of what? Interacting with the target or producer MS by generating HTTP calls, that too without writing code. So no need of using REST template separate here. Is there any need of using REST template, guys? Come on. Right. It is internally load balancer client. That means it gets target or producer MS service instance from the list of what? Service instances, which is having less load factor. This mode of client component development improves what? Productivity of the application. Here we don't develop helper client component class for consumer REST controller. Rather, we develop what? Interface having at the rate fin client service ID and generated in-memory dynamic proxy class object will be injected to what? Consumer REST controller. Will be injected to what? Consumer REST controller, right? While working with the fin client, we need to add two annotations or two special annotations along with what? Regular annotations in the consumer application. One is what? At the rate fin clients on the top of main class along with what? Enable Eureka client, enable discovery client. At the rate fin client on the top of interface for which dynamic in-memory proxy class will be generated. What is there, guys? Dynamic in-memory proxy class will be generated. Two annotations. One is enable fin client on the top of main class. Other one is what? At the rate fin client on the top of the interface. On the top of the interface. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Yes, guys. Yeah. Now, what we do is we need to add extra starter. Okay. Where is this? Boot MS. It is our batch code boot MS. Down now. Shopping cart, consumer MS, Eureka server, billing this. Yeah, copy this. Provider MS, Eureka server. This is Eureka server. This is what? Consumer MS, billing MS. Say next, say next, say finish. Zero five. 05 Eureka server. This is shopping cart now, guys. Yes. Consumer. Here, what is this? Fin client. What client? Fin client. Yeah. No change in Eureka server, guys. Same. No change in what? Bill provider application. Same. Everything is there here, boss. But in this place, what we have to do is first we have to add the starter. Discovery client is required. Along with that, extra starter is required. Add starter. What is there? Add starter. Tell me. Here is my open fin. Yeah, this is what open fin. Say next. Select to pom.xml. Say finish. Yeah, that's good. Next one. This is my client component. So I will make this one as interface. I'll make this one as interface. Yeah, change the file name. Rename the file. Okay, that's an interface. Yeah, I'll change it. It's an interface. Okay, that's good. Here is what? 05 shopping cart MS, consumer MS. Here is what? Fin client application. What application? Fin client application. Say next, next, finish. Yeah, what is there? Enable fin clients. What's the one we are taking, guys? Enable fin clients. They're simply taking up what, guys? Enable fin clients. That's good. You're simply taking up what is there, guys? Enable fin clients. Yeah, next one. Shopping operations MS. Okay, now here, first observe the signature of the endpoint that you want to consume. Billing operations MS, guys. Response entity string, show billing, right? Okay, fine. Yeah, this is interface. Mm. Here, what is there? At the rate, fin client. What is there, guys? At the rate fin client. At the rate fin client. Yeah, you have to pass the service ID. You have to pass what? Service ID. Because by taking the service ID, internally called choose method and gets the less load factor instance. Yeah, what's the service ID of this? I think billing MS. Provider MS service ID is what? Billing MS. Okay, here I have to write billing MS. Okay, okay, next one. Now you have to declare a method. That's it. Public. If you want, you can get directly string, or you can get what response entity. That's up to you. String. You write a method. You write a method in a such a fashion. It should be ready to generate the code to get the result from one certain endpoint. Okay. Invoke do billing. Invoke do billing ed. Ed means endpoint. Invoke do billing or show billing. Show billing. Invoke show billing ed. This is the declaration. In the declaration, what we have to do is, yeah, you have to write the annotation, get mapping. Listen, this is to get the instance. And whatever I am writing here, based on this, it will complete the URL and come that is used by REST template to communicate with what? Target MS and to consume the endpoint of the target MS. Okay. First, what is there? If any context path is there, array, context path chance is there. Context path, context path comes automatically because of what? Get URI. But you have to add other things are not there, guys. Billing operations MS. Yeah, here, what is the global path, guys? Billing API / info. The global path is what? Billing API / info. Global path is billing API / info. Are we getting my point, my dear? Super. iBilling MS invoker client. I changed it. Okay. Here, what is the method, guys? Invoke show billing ED. Okay, we are getting message. We are combining both the message. Yeah, listen. Because of enable fin clients, I think we imported one class. That class we changed it to interface. Fine, that's why I red color. Yeah, because of enable fin clients, it will start searching for what? Interfaces that are annotated with fin client annotations. It found that. Okay, it found that. It submitted the given service ID, contacts the Eureka server, gets what? List of service instances. What, guys? Contacts and gets what? List of service instances. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Hmm. List of what? Service instances. Hmm. Okay, one less load factor instance has come. Hmm. From their base URL, it will gather and it will append this. So complete URL has come. Because of get mapping, it becomes ready to give get mode request. So all the details are passed to what? Exchange method of REST template. Because of that, what happened, guys? Provider MS endpoint is executed. Whatever result come, that result is now there as a string there. That means you are not writing the code, you are just giving guidance. Everything will be generated internally and dynamically or not there. Okay. Yeah, this can be anything, guys. But the information what you are giving should be useful to invoke the endpoint of the target MS. Should be useful to invoke the endpoint of the target MS, right? Okay. Yeah, this is my billing MS. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, I'll tell the reason. First, Eureka server should be started. We should connect to Eureka server now, guys. Run as Java application. Okay, that is Eureka server. Billing MS 9091. 9091. Oh, my exception came in the middle. No, fine, that's good. First instance is ready. Okay, second instance 9092. Run as a Java application. Yeah, two instances are ready. Fine, that's good. Now going to shopping cart. Five now. I have to start the fifth one. Right. Yeah, this one now. Right. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, here is the story. Right. Where is this? 678761 shopping cart MS 5051. Yes, that's good. Cart API purchase. Cart API purchase. Oh, problem is it's saying some error. Let's see the error. Read the error. When you read the error, you will get the solution. Yeah, error is in shopping cart MS. 404. It is saying what? HTTP billing MS slash billing API info. Oh, why it is not taking localhost all this stuff? Requested resource not found. That means somehow it is not recognizing this billing MS, billing API slash. I think think I should keep that slash, huh? Fine, I should keep that slash. Mhm. Yeah, I'm just worried about that. Context path is required or not required. Fine, I'll keep what? Context path. No, context path is added automatically. If you observe the error, guys, observe the error once. If you look at the error, shopping MS, get billing MS. No, we did not write, but it is automatically added. That means in the base URI, it is getting automatically. The question is why it is not taking port number. Okay, we'll see why it is not taking the port number. Fine, we'll check. Hmm. Right, I kept that context path also. This is service ID, this is different. Both are different, don't confuse. Okay, application dot properties. Here billing MS is the context path. Yeah, if it is not coming, we will try without context path. We cannot do anything because that's a bug in the system means we cannot do anything. Yeah. Right click, run as Java application. Did I stop the Eureka server? Eureka server running. Okay. Provider MS running. Provider MS is giving error. Okay. Provider MS. Okay. Fine. Consumer MS is running or not running? Yes, it's running. Okay. Eureka. So refresh 5051. 5051. Tell me. Shopping MS. What is there? Cart API slash purchase. Yeah, it is not automatically picking up, guys. Fine, no problem. So this is source MS output. This is destination MS output. Right now, first service is taken by first instance. Second service is taken by second instance. Third by first. This one. Load is equally balanced or not there. Load is on one instance or multiple instances. Definitely load is on what? Equally distributed among the multiple instances. Did you notice that? Yes, this is okay. Now, tell me, it is easy or difficult, guys? Easy. Okay. Only the thing is, enable fin client to tell that a application fin clients are there. Be ready to generate the code dynamically. Otherwise, how does it know whether fin interface is there or not? Okay, that's the first point. Second point, by seeing this, take the service ID, submits to Eureka server, it gets the list of instances. Okay, in that, not list of, it will get less load factor instance. Less load factor. That means this will do choose work. Choose work. Okay, from that instance, it will get the base URI and all these things is appended. Because of get mapping, it will create REST template object internally, same as ribbon client, same as what load balancer client. Only thing is you don't write. Okay. Based on this, URL is completed. This decides the mode of the request. Okay. Now, all REST template object is created. Passing all these details, what is happening? Okay. Passing all the details, what happened, guys? Endpoint is invoked. So that endpoint result comes as a return value. Okay. And that result, wherever we call this method, there you will get the output. That I am calling in shopping MS are not there, guys. That I am calling in what? Shopping MS. Okay. You want to know, okay, in-memory proxy class is internally generated for this systrace. Okay. Client component class name. Client dot get class. Client component class name. Client dot get class. Yeah, yeah. Client dot get class. What dot get class, guys? Client dot get. Fine. Yeah, this is a fin client, guys. This is a fin client. Okay. Let's stop this once. Let's start after having, because I just want to prove there is a dynamically generated code in memory proxy class code, guys. Super. Say refresh. Yeah. What is this? 9091. Refresh. 9092. Refresh. 9091. Refresh. 9092. Like these things are taking place or not there, guys? Like this, the things are taking place. That's fine. Okay. Example application using what? Fin client, guys. Everything is same. Develop Eureka server, all this stuff. Develop all this stuff. While working with the Maven based Spring Startup project, we can add a new starter on the top of existing starter without disturbing already added starter by using what? Project panel. But same is not possible while working with what? Gradle based Spring Starter project. While adding new starter in the middle of the project development, we should also add both old and new starter. This is the problem while dealing with what? Gradle. So anyhow, we are comfortable with Maven. That's why we need not to worry. But if you are doing with Gradle, be careful about it. Enable fin client. Scans for interfaces that declare they are fin clients. Okay, they are fin client. Configures component scanning directives for use with what? Configuration at configuration classes. Configuration at what? Configuration classes, right? At the rate fin client, target MS, get mapping. All these are happening or not there, guys? Slash shopping slash API at the rate auto consumer dot get class, all this stuff. Run Eureka server application, run the producer application, this. Everything is done, my dear. Yes. Okay. Now, okay. Now let's look at the client component name. This is client. See, JDK proxy 2 dot dollar proxy 73. If this kind of names are there, means that is definitely what? In memory proxy class. Inside that, that method is implemented or not there. Inside that. So that means you are just guiding the application. You are not writing the code. Entire code is internally load balancer client only. Only the thing is you are not writing the code. Everything is internally taken care. That's the basic meaning of this story are not there, guys. I think everyone convinced with this, guys. Come on. Got the clarity, my dear? Yes, boss. Okay. Tell me, which is easy? Fin client easier or something else is easier? Obviously, fin client is easier. So suppose I want to consume two endpoint. Declare two methods. You want to consume three endpoint. Declare three methods. Wait a minute. So now I stop everything. I stop everything. Okay. In provider MS, I'll add one more endpoint. I'll add one more endpoint. Public response entity string show wish message. Show wish message. Yeah, good. Get mapping slash wish something. Return new response entity string. Return new response entity string. Tell me, where is this? Good morning. What is there? HTTP status dot OK. Good morning. HTTP status dot OK. Close all editors. This is my billing MS, provider MS. Okay. This is Eureka server copying cart. Why this error? Acha, fine. Without starting Eureka server. Fine, no problem. 1 minute, 1 minute. Go to Fin client. I have tried the code to invoke the second one also. Already this is done. Okay, fine. Let me remove this yellow color package imports are what? Unused package import. Control plus Shift plus O. Second one. Public string invoke show wish message. Invoke show wish message. Right. That's good. Tell me. At the rate get mapping. What is there, guys? At the rate get mapping. At the rate get mapping. Tell me. Slash billing MS slash billing API. No. Billing MS, billing API is okay, but this is what? Wish. Billing MS, billing API, wish. Okay, that's good. Yeah, now let's try. Okay, now, yeah, bit in source MS also I have to take one more, this one. If you want, you can mix here itself. That's your wish. If you want, you can mix in this example itself. In this endpoint only, I want to get the result of two endpoints and this. Or you can take separate endpoint. That's up to you. But right now, I don't have patience of taking one more thing. Destination message one. That's good. I'm also taking what? Destination message two. Okay. Tell me here, what is the method? Show wish message. Invoke show wish message. Show wish message. On safe side, what I do is in interface, show message ed. Tell me, show message ed. Okay. Destination message one dot destination message two. Destination message one dot destination message two. Okay, this is the T. Destination message to. Okay, fine. Destination message to. Close all editors. Destination message one dot 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 destination message to. Eureka server. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. Then tell me, building MS. Right click, run as Java application. That's the first instance. Go to application.properties 9093. Run as Java application. That is what run as Java application. That's fine. Okay, next one. Shopping cart. Right click, run as Java application. Yeah, in our style, Eureka server. Fine. Okay, close it, close it. This is consumer MS, guys. Hmm. What is there? Shopping cart API slash purchase 9093. Next request. Okay, only one instance is we have taken. Huh? Did we not start two instances? Provider, provider, only one instance. How come? No, 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 no balance is happening. See, that message is coming, we are happy, right? But it is not picking up instance. I think that is inactive, guys. That is definitely inactive. 9093. This is running on which port number? 9092. Yeah, that's good. Why this is not picking up at all? Yeah, maybe some internal issue. Already we have seen that. That's not a big issue. Yeah, it's coming. But it is sometime that, sometime this is taking. Okay, maybe. No, what is this? Sometime that, sometime this. Okay, let it be. It is using its own algorithm, but it is basically two instances are there. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, so we are able to write multiple methods in one interface to consume multiple services or not there, guys? To consume multiple services. See, one method declaration. Two endpoints to invoke, two method declaration. Three endpoints to invoke, three method declaration. Interesting or not there, guys? Okay, now online students and offline students. If you have a notebook, keep the notebook ready with you. Now you have to write fin interface for the provider MS endpoints I show. Got it? If you don't have notebook, open the mobile phone because looking easy, but you have to practice. If you have a notebook, open notebook and pen. Yeah, this is my producer MS, guys, and I want you people to write. This is my producer MS. I want you people to write consumer MS. This is my producer MS, guys. I want you people to write consumer MS. I mean to say, fin client in the consumer MS. Fin client in the consumer MS. I want you people to write the fin client for it. You write first, then I'll write my one and you can correct. Yeah, service ID is given here. Service ID is given here. Done? Yeah. Now have a look. Public interface I vendor service invoking client something. Yeah, here is what at the rate open, sorry, fin client FI. What is there? Fin client. Yeah, where is this? Vendor iPhone service. That's the one thing. Yeah, tell me. Public, public list product. Public what? List product. Public list product. Get all products. Public list product. Get all products. At the rate get mapping slash all. At the rate get mapping slash all. Is that clear? Public interface I vendor service invoking client at the rate get mapping slash all. Public list product get all products. So we are trying to get all the products there are not there, guys. Okay. This is at the rate fin client vendor service. Thus we are getting vendor service and this one, this one. An entire code will be generated automatically now, boss. Yes. Okay. Now look at the next one. See, I can take response entity also as a return type, or I can take just this one also. It's all depends. Okay. Yeah, acha, 1 minute here. One thing. I think you have to write global path also. What is a global path? vendor. If any context path is there, context path also you have to write. Okay, now you look at this. Two methods are there, and I want you people to write. I want you people to write. Yeah. For two methods, I want you people to write one fin interface. Write it. I want you people to write the fin interface. Two methods. One is with the save card, another one remove card with parameters. Start writing. Start writing. Forget about that. Mm. Done? I think one of your batchmate has got job, it seems. Okay, I think you will come at 8:30. You said you will come. Yeah, I hope you have written that. Yeah, I-payment service, invoking client. What is the service ID, guys? Payment hyphen service. That is the service ID, right? Okay, that's good. Now tell me. Yeah, we'll come to that later. Public string, public string. Hmm, where is this? Invoke. What is there? Invoke. Save card ED. Some meaningful name. Save card ED. Card details. No need of keeping response body. I'm sorry, request body. Next. What is the global path? Payment. What is the method path? Save. That's it. One method is ready. But it is expecting post mode request or get mode request or post. Yeah, we are ready with the first one or not there, guys. Okay. Done. Say paste. Public string. Tell me, guys. Invoke. Where is this, guys? Remove card. Invoke remove card ED. Remove card ED. Tell me. Card details. What details, guys? Card details. Tell me here. Where is this? Slash payment. Slash delete. Okay. I think that is not card details, guys. Here, just to card number. Integer card number. Integer card number. Here you have tried path variable as it is. Card number. This one. It's easy to write or not there, guys. Say something, guys. It's definitely easy to write or not there. At the rate post mapping slash payment slash save. At the rate payment slash delete slash card number. Come on. Public string invoke or remove card. What is there? Remove card. Integer card number. Integer card number. Understanding my statement, guys? Super. Okay. Assuming the front-end application of consumer MS is giving JSON input. If it has JSON input, this one. Actually, if you don't give also, no problem. You can give right like this. Path variable and request body is optional to place because you have to pass object. That's it. Okay. What is Spring Web Client? Already we discussed in common topic. In WebFlex module, in reactive programming, we don't use REST template. We use what? Web Client. If you're using Spring WebFlex module, supports reactive programming to develop what? Consumer MS or client component in what? RESTful environment. Then we need to use web client instead of what? REST template. Web client instead of what? REST template. Tell me. Java generating dot class. Okay. JVM of JRE loads this class file from the hard disk for the execution. In the JVM memory of the RAM. What is there? In the JVM memory of the RAM. Super. This is normal class. I think proxy class we know. We run the application. Source code is generated. Source code is compiled. Come on. Everything happens in JVM memory of the RAM. Loaded, executed, output generated. Yes, now my dear? Yes. Okay. While working with thin client component based MS intra communication, why we need to place at the rate enable discovery client, at the rate enable fin clients on the top of the main class. So enable fin clients is enough now. There is no need of writing discovery client. Okay. We have not written discovery client for the sake of what? Fin client. We have written discovery client to make that MS registerable with what? Eureka, sir. First application, there is no intra communication. That time also we have written enable discovery client, right? Why? To make it, to make that MS registerable with what? To make that MS registerable with what? Eureka server. To make that MS registerable with what? Eureka server. Basically, our consumer MS is client to Eureka server. Must be registered with what? Eureka server. For this, we need to place what? At the rate enable discovery client annotation. To make the Spring Cloud module searching for what? At the rate FinClient interfaces for generating what? Dynamic in-memory proxy classes. We need to use what? At the rate enable clients annotation. What is there? At the rate enable client annotations. So these are the annotations that we need to use now, my dear. Come on. Okay, we need to use at the rate enable fin clients annotation. At the rate enable fin clients annotation. That's good. Okay. While working with FinClient component-based MS intra communication, why do you need to place this? Okay, that is discussed. Okay, that's fine. Next session, how much? 8. More on microservice intra communication. Fine. How many client components are there? 3 are there. Okay, now here I am giving more clarity, guys. If we have one producer, one consumer type microservices, then using fin client, then we need to take what? One fin interface at consumer MS side. If the consumer MS is consuming multiple producer MS services, then we need to take what? Multiple fin interfaces. How many fin interfaces we should take at consumer application? If that consumer is talking with one provider MS, one fin interface. 10 provider MS, 10 fin interface. Number of fin interface equal to number of producer MSs that consumer MS wants to talk. Number of producer MSs that consumer MS wants to talk, right? Yes. Okay. Fin interfaces count is equal to number of producer MS services consumed by what? Consumer MS. Consumed by consumer MS. For example, if MS1 is consuming MS2 and MS3 producer services, then MS1 consumer MS should have what? Two fin interfaces as shown. Two fin client interfaces as shown below. Two fin client interfaces as shown below. Tell me here, what is the story? This is my consumer MS. This is my what? Consumer MS, right? This is my consumer MS. This is my consumer MS. Trying to consume how many microservices? Two. Total how many fin interfaces I have to take, guys? Two fin interface. One for MS2, one for what? MS3. In this consumer MS, we need to place two fin client annotation on two different fin interfaces, having two different service ID of two different producer MS. But we need to place enable fin client only for one time on the top of what? Main class. Quite obviously, na boss. Consumer MS is only one, but it want to consume how many microservices? Two. That's why two fin interfaces you have to take. But enable fin client one time or multiple times? Only one time. This is order MS, this is what? Accounts MS. This is order MS, this is what? Account MS. Okay, this is report generation MS. This report generation MS will consume what? Order MS services, account MS services are not there, guys. Yeah, tell me. Contains one fin interfaces for order MS. Contains one fin interface for what? Accounts MS. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Yes, that's good. If one producer MS services are used by multiple consumer MS, then we may need to place what? Same fin client interface in what? Multiple consumer MS. Same fin client interface in what? Multiple consumer MS. Everyone getting my point? Yeah, consumer MS. This is what? Consumer MS, consumer MS. Contains one fin client interface for MS3. Contains one fin client interface for what? MS3. Everyone getting my point there, guys? And both are consuming producer MS or not there. Okay. This is order MS. This is what? Report MS. This is order MS. This is what? Report MS. Okay. Both are linked with inventory MS or not there, guys? Both are consuming same thing. Both can have same fin interface or not there. Definitely both can have same fin interface, undoubtedly, guys. Tell me. Fin interface can take one or more methods. If consumer MS wants to consume only one rest operation of producer MS, then we need to take what? We need to take fin interface having one method. If consumer MS wants to consume n rest operations of producer MS, then we need to place what? N methods in fin interface. It all depends upon how many methods you want to keep in fin interface. That depends upon number of endpoints that you want to consume from what? Producer MS. Simple formula, guys. Number of fin interface in consumer MS is decided by number of producer MS that consumer MS wants to consume. 3 producer, 3 fin interface. 4 producer, 4 interface. That is clear. Second one. What is the second one, guys? What's the second one to focus, guys? Come on. Yeah, the second one to focus is the second one to focus is the second one to focus is number of what is the next one, guys? Number of fin interface that producer wants to consume is this, right? Okay. Number of methods in each fin interface. What is there? Number of methods in each fin interface is decided. Number of endpoints of producer MS that consumer MS wants to consume. Suppose it wants to consume 3 methods, 3 endpoints of producer MS, 3 method declaration. 4 means 4. Okay. Now here I kept one summary table, guys, explaining all the this. Summary on client type component. Client component that are required on what? MS intra communication. Client component, discovery client. Supports load balancing? No. Required annotation, @enable discovery client. Is it abstract client or concrete client? What do you mean by concrete client or abstract client? Abstract means you are just declaring method, you are not writing the code. That is called abstract client. Concrete client means discovery client, load balancer client. We are seriously developing entire logic on our own. Is it concrete client? Is it industry standard? No. Required dependency. Eureka discovery client starter is required. Operations. Call get instances to get what? Service instance and use a REST template to make what? HTTP calls. Load balancer client. Support for load balancing? Yes. Required annotation? Enable discovery client. Is it abstract client or concrete client? Okay. Industry standard or not? No. Required dependency? Eureka discovery client starter. Eureka discovery client starter. Yeah, tell me next one, operation. Same as above, but method is what? Choose for getting less load factor instance. For getting less load factor instance. That's good. What is there, guys? Fin client. Support for load balancing? Yes. Required annotation. Enable discovery client. Enable fin client. These are the as discovery client, fin client, fin client. Is it abstract client or concrete client, guys? It is definitely what? Abstract client. Internally, in-memory proxy class will be generated or not there. Is it industry standard or not? Yes. Required dependency, open fin starter, Eureka discovery client starter, open fin starter, Eureka discovery client starter. The in-memory proxy class for FinClient interface will take care of what? Getting service instance and making what? HTTP calls. Getting service instance and making what? HTTP calls. Super. Why we are adding discovery client starter along with what? Open fin starter while working with fin client. Again, same reason. We are not adding discovery client only for client component, guys. We are adding discovery client to make it registerable with what? Eureka server. Fin client starter we are adding to write generate the in-memory proxy class. To generate what? In-memory proxy class. FinClient is an abstract client whose logic will be generated in the in-memory proxy class that implements given interface. In that logic, it internally uses what? Load balancer client support to get less load factor instance from Eureka server. So we need to add Eureka discovery client starter to get to the project to interact with Eureka server using load balancer client code. That's the reason number one. Every client component is supporting what? Code for consumer MS. So we must register consumer MS with what? Eureka server. This is another reason why we are adding what? Discovery client starter. Okay. Can we get multiple fill interfaces with the same service ID? In one consumer MS, can we have multiple fill interfaces with the same service ID? You can take it's a waste of time. Same service ID means you are consuming same MS. Yes, na boss. It's a waste of time or not there. Yes, we can go, but it is unnecessarily because you are duplicating the work. Same service ID means you are trying to consume what? Same target MS twice with the two different in-memory proxy classes. There's no need of taking two, na? It's a waste of time or not there, guys. Yeah, what is the difference between at the rate enable Eureka client, enable discovery client? Nothing is there. Up to 2.x, it is enable Eureka client. From 3.x, it is what? Discovery client. From 3.x, it is what? Discovery client. Enable Eureka client up to Springboot 2.x. Enable in client components of microservices, what is the difference between what? Concrete client and what? Abstract client. If the programming is, if programmer is writing all the logic, searching target MS, getting service instance of target MS, getting the details, generating HTTP calls to interact with what? Target MS manually by taking separate class as Spring Bean, then it is called what? Concrete client component. Discovery client and load balancer clients are what? Concrete client components. They are concrete client components or not there. If programmer is just providing basic details in the form of what? Interface and its method declaration and all logics of searching and getting target MS and also communicating with what? Target MS are generated dynamically in the in-memory proxy class, then that client type is called what? Abstract. Example is what? Fin client. Example is FinCat. We are not writing anything, we are just declaring and everything else dynamically generated. That is called abstract client. Abstract client is incomplete. So we are not writing everything, we are just giving guidance. Everything is dynamically generated or not there, guys. In microservice architecture, microservices cannot be what? SOAP-based web services. They are always what? RESTful services. Generally, 99% they are what? RESTful services. Okay, this is another topic, guys. Thin client is another topic. I just want to give summary table is okay, fine. I just want to see whether we can get better content on comparison from ChatGPT. Let me try. Okay. Summary table on discovery client, comma, client, pin client of microservices. Microservices. Yeah, let's see. From what service registry. Chooses one service instance from available instances. Fin client. Declarative REST client for calling other services. Okay, this one. Layer, service discovery, client side load balancing, service to service communication. Provided by Spring Cloud Discovery, Spring Cloud Load Balancer, Spring Cloud OpenFing. Works with Eureka Console Zookeeper, Eureka Console, Eureka Load Balancer. Level of abstraction, low, medium, high. Abstraction means less. Developer effort, high, medium, very low. Load balancing, no, yes, yes. Internally, yes. REST call handling, manual. That means calling other one. Manual, automatic. Failover handling, okay. No, yes, yes, there. If not there. Declarative style, no, no, yes. Because we declare and everything is generated. Typical usage, fetch list of service instances. Pick an instance before calling. Okay. Direct method call to remote service. Because we don't do anything, everything is done internally. Best for custom discovery logic, simple load balancing call, clean readable microservice communication. Clean readable for what? Microservice communication. Right. Need raw scenario, raw service instance for design. Want to select instance manually with load balancer. Want minimal code and clean REST calls. What is there? This one. Okay. But this table is looking more interesting now, my dear. Yes. Okay. Microservice client comparison table. That's good. I want to fit somewhere at the top, but it's not happening because space problem is there. I think I can give here. Let me try to give here. Yeah, this is my comparison table now, guys. Yes. Okay, fine. That's good. Yeah, this This is about Fin client. Next, tomorrow we'll just communication is over, right? Now we'll Eureka server is already introduced. Tomorrow we'll introduce config server. Tomorrow regular class, guys, no common topic, nothing. Regular class only there. Right. Config server. Let's see. Google Drive base. Yeah, where is this? 17th July. Yes. Where is this? Spring Boot Cloud Microservices.